2. Oh, I'm gonna be a little loud. Hang on, I'll mute it. There we go. The opening cinematic is like super loud, so I make sure to turn it down first. That was just the riding crowd, now you're going to the flogger. I disagree. This is actually easier for me. This is less frustrating for me. There we go, continue. And give me just 1 second while I update Twitch. So that, 6 Dark Souls 3 Lorethrough Pyromancer gameplay. Dark Souls 3 is going to be a casual playthrough and a lore playthrough. Oh, that's not a thing. Campaign is the thing. There we go. Update. There we go. Perfect. Now we can switch to the game. Oh, except for you're not looking at the game. Only I'm looking at the game, so let me fix that as well. There we go. I'm still in the process, by the way. How many runs have I done? In Dark Souls 3, maybe about 4 or 5 without the DLC. 1 with, because the DLC came out after I had basically played through it most of the time. Am I okay here? I guess I'm fine here. Let me actually get this guy going as well. Oh, no, that's terrible. Don't do all that. Professional streamer here, guys, just so you know. I'm getting Streamlabs set up, which will hopefully make all of this stuff really, really easy. And I don't have to constantly be like moving this stuff around. So bear with me just for a little bit longer while I figure out all that Streamlabs stuff. There we go. This should be good. All right, so we ended, let me get, is the cursor on the screen? No, I think we're okay. What are we doing? Okay, we ended the last playthrough just getting to the Cathedral of the Deep. We don't really know anything about the Cathedral of the Deep yet, other than the fact that Aldrich lived there. That's just about all we know.
Merciful goddess, mother of the forlorn, who have no place to call their own, please bear witness to our resolve. Fire for Ariande.
We kind of know what he says. Actually, we'll talk to him later. Again, he's a big deal for the 2 DLCs, the 2 main DLCs that came out. And so we'll be talking with him later, but right now I just want to leave him be. Another Estus Flask shard, which is good. We'll use that later. This is a shortcut. We'll use that again later. But there's a pretty nice, big, kind of pretty fun area up here that I always like to go through. Just to pick up items and to kind of see the creatures, because it can get pretty frantic. Alright, so as you can tell, they just kind of keep coming, they never really stop. So a lot of this becomes about dodging. A greatsword, we're gonna look at that as soon as we get out of this area, because there's always something chasing you here. we're safe. We could probably look at it right here. I don't recall what exactly this says off the top of my head, so we'll take a look at it and add it to our knowledge. Astora Greatsword. This great sword, bestowed only upon elite knights, is a relic of the ruined land of Astora, designed for a focus on thrust attacks. It doesn't really say too much then, so we can't really comment too much on that really. Executioner's Greatsword. Didn't really want to fight them, but just so you can see that they've got like these creatures in them, I guess. Kind of gross. Excuse me, please. No, no, no. Nope, nope. This is just bad all around. There we go. Okay, we're free. There's a little space down here. Not really for any particular reason, other than it's just a little side area. So something across this bridge is cool is going to happen. You're going to recognize something or someone from the past that showed up about 2 or 3 streams ago. Oh, you know what? Actually didn't even notice, but if you look, you see all the worms on me? They're kind of constantly adding to my blood loss there. The reason why I equipped this guy is because they get rid of them. And I forgot to bring it out. Oh, well, okay. Don't die. Can't really stop here ever. You kind of have to keep going because they'll just spawn forever. And I'm going to avoid that guy on the bridge or on the stairs for now, because they're quite tough. And nope, okay, I'm just gonna fight him now. Not great, not a great start. They're hard to stagger is the problem. There we go. Already kind of low, but that's okay. We're gonna get a chance to fill up our Estus really soon. Important to note, you can't really see anything from this direction. However, the tree might look familiar. Oh, okay, well I was trying to be really clever. But he's not shooting the guy that's attacking me. Oh, he missed! So yeah, you can't see him from here, but our friend the archer at the top of that tower is helping us out a little bit. I did not play this section very well. This is not a very good showing for me, but that's okay. We're actually getting pretty close already to a shortcut where we can use to go relight the go back to the bonfire. Oh, but maybe I'll just die right here. There we go. Okay. There. A little bit better. Still not great. Undead Bone Shard, we know what those do. Those are, I think, figuratively, not literally, the bone. Oh, he's even shooting up there. Good job, man. They are figuratively the bones of the undead that make up the the bonfire in Firelink. I'm having problems with my words here, but we're doing fine. A Cursed Ward Great Shield. Not really going to be using shields at all this run, so we can just skip that for now. Definitely don't try jumping. We want to kick the ladder down. Then climb or slide our way to the bottom. Hello. Oh boy. That's okay. We got the shortcut. That area is pretty tough if you don't have shields and play really poorly. But that's fine. We're gonna do better.
Merciful goddess.
We're gonna do better. We're gonna go ahead and use our Ember. No. Only 5 left. I do plan on buying more if I run out. I shouldn't run out. It's usually pretty hard to run out unless you play pretty poorly, and we haven't been overall, despite what you just saw. So we're at the base of the cathedral now. We'll be heading into there later, but for now we're just going to keep exploring the outside. So as you can see, these worm demon things are very vulnerable to fire. And they freak out a whole lot when you hit them with it. So we're using that to our advantage. This is the only time these guys really ever show up in the game. I think maybe one time in DLC as well. So not that big of a deal. Saint Belvine, it's a talisman. And then we'll read that as well once we finish up right now. Saint Tree Belvine. Sacred chime for casting miracles of the gods. A Belvine cut from a small saint tree that has been meticulously tended to. Saint Tree Belvines. I don't know why Saint Tree is in my head, or Saint Bell is in my head, are customary in the far north and allow for faster casting than sacred chimes. So 2 different kinds of casting implements for miracles. One being a bell takes a bit longer, and then the twigs or tree parts, which we'll get more later, from different kinds of trees for faster casting. And I believe that the thing that we got, like the Belvine, cast about the speed as sorceries do. All right, we're gonna a little bit more around here around the base, and then we will be heading into the cathedral. Ooh, got him. I meant to run around this way without dying and get back into the bonfire area, which you can do right around the corner from here. But I died. I failed and I died. You see, you think, if you remember from past Dark Souls games, there used to be these trees that you could cut or kick down and they would like make bridges. Seems like a perfect place for a bridge. But it doesn't save us that much time anyway, so it doesn't matter. If you look, I think it's up. Where is it? May not be able to see from here. There's another place right on here where a tree would be perfect as well, but it's not a tree. It's not a shortcut tree. We'll come back and deal with the lizard in just a moment. For now, right in here. is bad of me. Very bad of me. What? That's fine. I passed through him, he passed through me. It was whatever. Now when I started the game and I was level 4, I was able to beat the Crystal Guardian in there. Let's hope I don't just do terribly and die here. Good so far. Oh, I staggered back. Oh, I shouldn't have gone for that third hit. There we go. No big deal. Got the Titanite scale. Use that to upgrade gear, but not now. So if we wanted to, I won't be doing this, but if we wanted to, we could drop right back in there, and that leads right back to the bonfire. So we have this kind of two-way shortcut that we can use now, but we're gonna go back up the ladder that was right over here. And head up into the cathedral proper. Cathedral is quite big, so it might take us the rest of the night to go through. The plan is to go through the whole thing, though, tonight. Assuming I don't die too much. There's a whole lot to the cathedral, which, from what I recall, we'll be able to talk about kind of as we go, because they do feed us some lore items as we're running through there. I'm actually going to just skip that one. I think there's an item over here, actually. Titanite shard, nothing too special. I actually need large Titanite shards to upgrade this weapon anymore. I might not stick with it, we'll see. I might change it out. Alright, so here we are. In the actual cathedral. I'm gonna just take a second and look around. Can't really see too much from here, though. There you go. Now we can see the tower. Let's see if our buddy's there. Yeah, sure enough, you can see him. Even from way up there in his tower, he's been looking out for us. Good guy. Good guy. We'll go visit him later. Alright. Can't get into the cathedral from here. So, we're gonna have to go around. And going around is about half of the time we're actually gonna spend here. I can't actually do anything about this fella, I think. Nope. So we'll just leave him be. So yeah, we have to basically traverse the top. There we go. He actually has he throws an item that stops you from using Estus Flask, which we'll get later on. I don't think we have any now, but we'll get some later. Oh no. He stunned me. It was really bad. Oh good, he came down. We'll go kill him. Just so we don't have to worry about him later. Oh, but Jupiter, you were actually asking if how many runs I had done of Dark Souls 3, and again about 4, but I have never done any with 1 no shield and 2 as a Pyromancer. So I'm kind of mixing both of those in. I'll be doing more Pyromancy later as we get a stronger flame and more access to better Pyromancies. But for now, we're kind of doing like a half and half range Pyromancy plus sword. So. I am taking a bit more damage than I normally would because I'm just playing without a shield. Oh no! Almost. Fall off, yeah! Oh, well. That was a good trick. Oh no, the wall got me. There we go. Oh, that's what I get for looking around. Always get me at least once. That wall stopped me from hitting them both. There we go. Very slowly running out of healing flasks. So there's another section of the cathedral you can get to by jumping up top. I don't... We might do it a little bit later, maybe? I'm not sure. A little bit obvious there, fella. Oh, come on. He turned in the air. Definitely a problem having bigger weapons in here. But that's okay. Got a priestess there. You can see that they're actually kneeling down and praying to her. This kind of lends credence to the fact that the Cathedral of the Deep is what sends the priestesses to the undead village to help contain and control and kill people to stop the spread of the plague. Hi. Can we do our thing? Thank you. Still one more, huh? No. Alright, that's what we're looking for. Come this way, please. Thank you. Oh, good stagger. That turn. Oh, I missed. There we go. There are more inside. We'll have to deal with more inside. But that's okay. That's the only one out here. Nope. Undead Hunter Charm. That's the thing. I am pretty sure that's the thing that makes it so you can't heal if you use an Estus, which we'll take a look at right now. Blocks Estus recovery. Used long ago by Lloyd's cleric knights on their undead hunts. Although Allfather Lloyd is long forgotten by the Way of the White, his hunts have lived on. Clearly he's not forgotten if the item that they use talks about him. Maybe he's a little forgotten, I guess. I'll tell you what. Yeah, we'll go this way. There's a whole section above, but I kind of want to approach... the cathedral like you might the first time, and then we can come back to the top once we're done. Just because there are some traps and things that they purposely line up, assuming you're going to come this way. Like that. Oh. Leave me alone. Oh no. There we go. That's it. I'm out of Estus. Cape Side, welcome back. Thanks for hanging out. Stopping by. I think there's one more in here. Yes, hello. Oh, there's another one. So yeah, as you can see, it's pretty common for people to die here. Again, there's our cathedral, or I mean our tower, but our friend is gone. He's moved on, I guess, to help someone else with a white branch, perhaps. Could run up here if I wanted to, but the only thing up here is, this is where those creatures are hiding when they ambush you and jump over the edge like they were doing just down there, so. You see a pretty big pit right there. We're gonna look at another one later and then talk about the Cathedral of the Deep and some reasons as to why it's called that. Specifically why Aldrich called it that. We may have to actually get his soul first to actually find out those details. One of those really, really hard dual-wielding... Oh, there's two. Okay, right. We don't want to aggro both. Hello. What? Do you see that blood that blew her mask back? That was kind of cool. Oh. Well, the chances of me making it to the next bonfire are pretty low. It's actually really close by, but the chances of me making it, I think, are not too good. There we go. Oh, I got one more. I still think my chances are pretty bad, but I at least got one more. See if we can maybe skirt around her. Her weapons are actually pretty good. You can get them. Can we just go around? Yeah, we did it. Well. There we go. Much rather do that than have to fight them. We'll head down that way in just a little bit, but since I am near the bonfire, I'm actually going to go ahead and just go look at that and pick that up. But we go ahead and take a look at the castle again. This is where it all started. If you remember, that right there is the gate where we hold up. At least I think that's the gate where we hold up the banner and the gargoyles fly us down to the bridge, which is broken right there, and then that's exactly where we land, right there on the bridge. So again, I always like to do that when I get outside, just so you can keep your proper place in the world, so you always kind of know where we've come. There's the undead settlement over there, and the tower and whatnot. So that's kind of the journey so far. We're gonna head into the cathedral, get the bonfire, then we'll come back out here and do this little side part here. Oh, but there's no bonfire here. I lied. It's a little bit further on. I think I can make it, though. Our first giant. Cathedral area is actually pretty hard. Ah. Hey, Ririan. You made it. You missed us playing... I've already forgotten the name. I feel so bad. Fluffy something. Fluffy Horde. That was it. Fluffy Horde. We played Fluffy Horde for an hour and a half before we jumped into Dark Souls 3. So you missed us killing all kinds of ridiculous bunnies. Trigger again? Only triggers once. More will trigger later. Hi, creepy guys. Oh. That sounds too bad. I mean, I think it was entertaining. If you like puzzle games, I think it'd be pretty fun. It's very much positioned to be a mobile title, I think, so I would expect it to show up on mobile phones before too long. This is the first of several really good shortcuts in this area. Don't know why I said that. Alright, as you can see, we are back in this bonfire. Ta-da! Here we are. I actually have a number of souls. I might go spin them. I don't think that I'll lose them, but it's always safer than sorry. I have a few things that I need to do as well in town, like add a Estus shard and also a bone shard to the fire. So we'll go do that real quick. I also need to talk to Grey Rat. This time, Grey Rat will not be wallowing over his lost friend or lover. Instead, he should be ready for some action. So we'll see what that is.
Ah, there you are. I was thinking, you know I'm a petty thief. Well, perhaps I'll go on the prowl. Everyone's dead or hollowed away anyway, right? So I might as well fetch some weapons or treasure for you. Well, what do you say? Thank you. You will not be disappointed. Grey Rat the Thief was once a well-known name. Until I ended up rotting in a cell.
So yeah, he's gonna go out. He'll be gone for a little while. He'll basically be gone until we defeat a boss. So if we ever come back here before we defeat another boss, which I don't think we will.
So long for now. Do stay safe, you hear? Or my efforts will have been for naught.
So yeah, he'll be gone until we defeat a boss, then he'll come back. So there's no risk now of him getting killed, I believe. It's not possible for him to die here. Later on, that is a possibility, but it shouldn't happen. Real quick, I'm just going to talk about Grey Rat again. I talked about him a little bit before. We're going to get another really good look at him. Ah! Steam controller, man. Sometimes it just doesn't do what I want. There we go. So yeah, what I thought for a long time, this is not going to be lore, this is just about his character design, is I thought that he had like a hat that was pulled all the way down, and like, just as like he just punched holes through the hat. But what I think it actually is it's actually two different things. One, he's got like the black mask on, and it doesn't connect to that circular piece, and it just kind of goes back over his head. And then he's got like a collar or something around his neck, and that's kind of actually what's making that that kind of like circular thing. And so the collar is like around his neck, and it's keeping that hood on his face. So I don't think it's like a hat that's been pulled down. I guess it could be. You can get that hat later on, and we might be able to actually like look underneath it to kind of see. But I don't think it's actually just like a hat. I could be dead wrong though. We'll try to find out later. We'll give Andre our next Extus shard.
Well met. 'Tis good to see ye in good health. What needs smithing this day?
We will reinforce. And then we will allot. I think 7 and 2 is still good. Until we get some more spells.
Be careful. I don't want to see my work squandered.
Until we get some more spells for our friend.
Ah, there I am.
We're basically out of reasons to use it.
Not be gone for long.
Other than that, I don't really have anything else to give anybody. I want to level up, and I want to burn a bone shard for more healing.
Oh, our champion of Ash. Welcome back.
Okay, I still can't unlock any more strength from him. We will need to do it a few times more. We can't go too much further without it, actually. So
The undead legion of Pharaoh.
I don't need to hear that.
Castle.
We're not gonna go fight them, so I don't need to hear about it. We may actually need to die on purpose a few times before we go too further. Alright, we're at 2020. That's where we'll stay for most of the game, if not all the game. I don't know. I don't think I want attunement yet. But I am thinking some more faith and luck. I'll show you why, so that you have to die a certain number of times for each time he draws out strength. And the ending we're gonna go for, and we'll probably do all 3 endings. I'm thinking about how we're gonna do it. But the first ending we're gonna do is he has to draw out your strength a number of times before you reach a certain part in the game. And it's a bit further. We're not quite there yet. But I can't play too well to where I don't die enough to where he gives me those free levels for dying. Maybe I just want more attunement because I got the weapon I want to use. But I'll do more damage if I do faith and luck. So maybe we'll do that. That's fine.
Farewell,
I'm too good to get this ending normally. Look, I didn't mean it that way. Okay, I didn't mean that I'm playing too well, that I'm too good at this game to get the ending. But it is true that I might have to die a little bit. It's just true. It wasn't bragging. It's just how it was.
Merciful goddess, please.
Alright, we're gonna go back up to the top, and then we're gonna do that little extra side area. Tears of Denial time. I'll be back. He almost backstabbed me. Did you see that? There's not much down here, but again, we're taking it nice and slow. We're just kind of doing a little bit of everything. So I just want to make sure I cover it. Oh, forgot all about you. That was a really late dodge. I'm glad he just missed me. That would have been so, like, such a cool moment. And I just wasted it. Nope, 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 nope. There we go. There we go. An ember, which we kind of need. See those statues everywhere. I don't really know the significance of those. I don't really think that they're ever brought up by any item or anything. It could perhaps maybe be what Aldrich looked like before he ate too much and turned into a big sludge gross monster. I don't really know. So we can either go down, or we can go over. Over will lead us where we need to go, so we'll go down first. Oh, well, we'll deal with you first, I guess. Oh, right. Yeah, I hate this room. No, no, no. I'm standing right next to you, lady. Yeah, that was a good hit. Alright, didn't take any damage. I was almost positive I was going to take a lot of damage there. Oh, I got 2 hats. I don't need 2 hats, please. Oh well. A deep gem. Praise the life. So, there's some theories, some internet theories about this hole here. This is really the only chance we ever get to see it. But the evangelist was standing here, kind of looking out over the hole. We had a deep gem sitting right here. There are some internet theories that basically state that this hole is the reason why the Cathedral of the Deep was built here. And that it is important to them, important to Aldrich, and has to do with the vision that he sees that we'll talk about a bit later. I don't remember if it's when we get his soul or not. But as soon as we get that item, we'll kind of talk more about that. But remember this hole. We'll be talking about it a bit more in the future. Again, just an internet theory. Nothing ever will actually talk about the big hole outside of the Cathedral of the Deep. It's just an internet theory. It's one that kind of makes sense. Well. Gross. Hello, welcome back. Here's the way we need to go. And there's a good chance I'm gonna die here, because I always die at least once here. Hello. No, no, no. Hi. All right, well, still good, doing pretty good. Here, would you leave me alone, please? Nope. Ooh, I made it. Yes, that is the definition of a unit, that's for sure. Big fella, big fella. He's calmed down now, though, thankfully. Nope, he is not. He's still here. He's still upset. Could you maybe calm down so I can go get that last item, please? I can't just leave an item out in the open. Probably nothing but souls, but I can't leave it. Oh my gosh. Yep, totally not worth it at all. Should have just left it alone. Maybe don't? Okay, good. Got the iframes. Alright. We got two different paths. We're gonna go this way first. Enemy ahead. Be wary of above. I mean, alright. I think I'd be more worried about that guy that I go past, personally, but fine. Ah. I can't see anything. Ah. Not great. Why not do this on YouTube? Just because I like the interaction that I can get, and it's going to YouTube anyway.
Mother of the forlorn.
Is that what you mean, Trinity?
No place to complete.
This whole thing is on YouTube and will be on YouTube, so it's going both places. Everything that I've streamed and everything that I will stream will go to YouTube. I won't ever leave it out. That's not my game. The mod spotlights for Stellaris, when that starts up again when 2.2 comes out, those will be YouTube only though. Alright, here we go. Time to get hurt again. No. Every time. Get in there. Alright, good. That was better. I didn't have to stop to get all the items, so saved us a little bit. Ah. Just missed. I don't think I can hit him from there. No. They swing so fast. He didn't even notice me, I guess. It's good. Hi. Hooray, all four. Seek guidance, which is a miracle. What? Be wary of close up. Oh, I didn't even notice him. Hello. All right, up we go. About right. It's about right.
Merciful God.
Thank you, thank you. I tell you, we're just gonna talk to him to get him out of here.
Wait, you've the same scent as that woman. Then you must be an action one. You must be. You don't know how long I've searched. Oh, don't mind me. Didn't mean to fall apart. Now, Ashen One, I have a kindness to ask of you. My lady lives in the cold land of Ariandel. I need you to show her flame. A proper flame that will burn the rot away. If you truly are ash, then it must be fire that you seek.
Again, we're just gonna do this interaction.
Oh, thank you.
We're not gonna actually go through the DLC right now.
Just a moment, then. The painting of Ariandel. Well, rotted scrap of it, that is. Go on. Take it. Touch it.
Same thing happens in Dark Souls 1, by the way.
The ashes were too.
Again, we're not going to be getting into this too much. This is a huge part of the 2 DLCs. So just remember that we basically there's an undead in Ashes of Ariandel, and we're gonna go meet her, but not right now. What? What? Huh?
Have you just arrived? Rejoice,
Oops.
my new friend. For this is a true haven of the forlorn, the cold and gentle painted world of Ariandel. Quick, go along. Find one for yourself, a sweetly rotting bed to lie upon. Yes, of course, you're no exception. We've all seen terrible things, but you're safe now. Let it ease your burden. Ariandel will make a fine home for you. So, go on ahead. Find one for yourself, a sweetly rotting bed to lie upon.
We won't right now, but we will later. We'll be back. This is actually going to be the last bit that we do in the entire game. As I mentioned, I think in the last stream, we're going to be doing the 2 DLCs in reverse. Because story-wise, it makes more sense to do the painted world of Ariandel last, after the Ringed City. So for now, we're just going to leave that. We're going to go back to the... Oh, that was the wrong one. Go back to the Cathedral of the Deep to continue, but I just want to get him out of the way because he'll sit there forever. Every time I ever show up to that bonfire, which is at least once or twice more, if not a lot more than that. So we just got ahead and moved him out of the way. Again, we're going to be talking about that character a lot. He has a lot to do with the DLC and a lot to do with the whole world in general. But until we actually get to those DLCs, I don't want to talk about it too much because that will distract us from what we're trying to do here. Alright, I'm going to try not to die again to that same priestess. Or evangelist, I guess they're called. I'm gonna listen for the audio cue now for the swing to see when I need to dodge. Or I'll just watch him, maybe. Worked out pretty well. Worked out pretty well. The reason why I didn't want to go up there and fight her is because there's like another guy right around the corner that will make this really difficult. So I'm trying to space it well. Okay, good. Okay, fall down. Where are you? I think in the wrong place. Maybe I am. All right, come on. Ooh, close. Somewhere in here, there's a little guy. Yeah, it's a lady, but yes, she's very, very happy. Oh, I could have sworn there was... I'm thinking of a different spot, I guess. But yes, the evangelists are very happy. They quite enjoy what they do, which is cutting up people who have the... and burning people who have the undead curse. All right, down to the ground floor. Where we're just gonna ruin their whole church. All right. The chest is moving. That's one way that you can know. Another way is that the chain, kind of hard to see here because it's clipped into the ground, but on all mimics in every Dark Souls game, the chain loops forward in front of the chest. On non-mimic chests, the chain loops behind it. So that's how you always know. So that's a mimic. Plus, usually somebody will tell you. Money bags ahead. Well, that's not very nice. We could kill it, but we can also just throw at it a Undead Hunter Charm. Thank you. And then we can leave it be. Well, if it's moving, the treasures inside has got to be good. That's very true. And it was if you were a miracle user, but we are not. This is what I was talking about yesterday, or maybe it was the day. Oh, I didn't burn the undead bone shard. I gotta remember to do that. This is what we were talking about before. Are you okay back there? I guess he went back to sleep. This is what we were talking about before. I think it was yesterday, about tomes that are about the dark and about the deep. A Braille divine tome of the deep belonging to the deacons of the cathedral. Give this to a storyteller to learn miracles of the deep, intended to teach divine protection to the deacons of the deep, but later dark tales were added to its pages, such that it is now considered a thing profane. We'll look at those miracles once we hand them over to the lady. But we won't be learning them because that's her bad path. We don't want to do that. That would be bad. Another really hard fight coming up. Hello. And yes, gonna destroy every single pew in here. This is why we can't have nice things. There we go. All right, this is like a knight of the cathedral, I suppose. Oh, well, not you. There we go. He's pretty tough, especially if he buffs himself, but we'll try to take him out without taking too much damage. Like that. That's the bad buff. Oh, good damage though. Every time he swings, he's gonna add a little mark on the ground that will explode if enough time goes by, like that. Can you do a thing, please? I can't get behind your shield. Ugh. Hope that was worth it. Oh, that was bad. Stop it! Ah, that shield bash every time. Roll forward. There we go. Got a good backstep. I think I can kill him here. Oh, not quite. Okay. For some reason, he buffed his weapon twice, so that was fine. Let me kill him. But yeah, never gonna fight him again. But I feel like I would be remiss if I didn't try to kill every enemy. Hood used to cover the head of lesser folk who were set to work as slaves throughout Lorethrough, and occasionally used to shame and humiliate criminals. So I don't think can we actually get under there and look? This is why I think it's not a hat. It's actually like a wooden thing that's going around his neck, and then the black is pulled over the top. So it's possible even that when he gets put in this thing, when Grey Rat or the other thieves get put in this thing, they don't even give them eye slits, that someone else comes in later and like, yeah, it's like a yoke, yeah. But maybe somebody later comes in and adds eye slits so they could see. So maybe when criminals get punished, they would actually put this on their head so they couldn't even see, and then lock the thing around their neck, right? So it's possible. We'll go back to the evangelist hat though, and I'll drop this one. Nah, forget. Can't drop it from that menu, so that's fine. There's one enemy in here that I'm not gonna fight fairly because I hate it. I hate it so much. You can kind of hear it. Yeah, there it is. It's like nightmare fuel right there. They hear a clicking sound? I hate the clicking sound. He's like chattering his teeth together. It's just so gross. He does want to put me in his mouth. That's very true. Refuse to fight that thing fairly. Refuse! Aldrich's Sapphire seems quite relevant to what we're doing here, so let's see what this is about. Recovers FP, which is mana, from critical attacks. A malformed ring left by Aldrich, Saint of the Deep. Aldrich, infamous for his appetite for flesh, apparently had the desire to share with others his joy of imbibing the final shudders of life while luxuriating in his victims' screams. Gross. We're not really using critical strikes, so we won't do that. Yeah, so Aldrich was not a nice fella, and it was important, I think, to remember to talk to the crestfallen guy in Firelink, who very specifically says that the flame chose Aldrich to relight the fire. Not because of valor, but because of might. The flame didn't care that he was a evil, terrible person who loved to torture and eat victims as they lay there dying while still alive. It only cared that he was strong enough to do it. Oh, no. This is just not good at all. Would you calm down, little guy? All right. Ow, the damage. I could cheese him as well, but I'm gonna try not to. I say as I throw fireballs from far away. Come on. Ow. Maybe I will cheese him. Yeah, it is another finger, but different kind. Okay, get staggers. Good. No, 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 no. Ooh, close. Ah, the swing. Gross. This is why I'm not a PvPer. I just can't do it. I just can't. I'll tell you what, it's 10:30. A little bit past my normal time. So we will take ourselves a little bit of a break, about 10 minutes or so, and then I'm gonna come back and keep playing. Try to finish up the Cathedral of the Deep tonight. So stick around, I'll be back in about 10 minutes. Gonna get up, stretch, take a little break. Thank you for joining me. If you're not a normal follower of the channel, please consider hitting that follow button right up there-ish. And to follow the channel, you can see where when I'm live right down below the video. I try to stream 5 nights a week. So far, I've hit every single night, but I've only been doing it for a week. But yeah, if you're here, really appreciate it. I'll see you guys in just a little bit. We'll put on some more Stellaris music, I think. Be right back. This music gets so loud, doesn't it? Like now's a good volume, but then when it wants to, it just gets really loud. Really, really loud. Hello, everybody. I am back. I have stood up. I have gone to the bathroom. I have eaten a little bit. Now I'm ready to get back in the game. Let's get back into it. We're going to continue. Where's my... There he goes. Wrong hotkey. We're going to give Kirk another try. I do have to ember up for that, though, don't I? I'll ember up when we get there. The good news is I'm dying, which means we'll be able to progress the storyline of the, Okay, hang on. I didn't see it. That's okay, that's what we got the Ember for. Heard that one coming. No. Camera, come on. Help me out a little. Okay, go back inside, please. Nothing to see here. Alright, well, let's see if we can't just go around him. Hey, he left. Yay. You dribbled sriracha on your frozen pizza. Did you dribble it on purpose? You did, okay. It's like, was that an accident? But if you did it on purpose, then I'm glad it was good. Oh. Alright, well, we have some giants to kill. Which we are going to do, but we're going to try to take out Kirk first. And we'll do it in this big open area after we handle this fellow. Before we do that, we're gonna go in here. Run. Run. Nope. 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 Leave me alone. Open the doors. Open. Ta-da! Another shortcut. Now we're even further along. And what's this? A lift. We'll be back for that later. Just so you can know where we are. We were down here earlier when we were clearing out these gross kind of leech monsters. So, just to kind of place us in the world. Now I gotta try to kill Kirk. I didn't sit at the bonfire, though. Hi. Would you turn, camera? Oh my gosh. Having so much trouble hitting him on these stairs. Doing good. Go ahead and heal if you need to. Nope, nope. It's really bad. Can you not? I don't play very well without a shield. I don't. I'm just not great without it. We'll give it another go. I did much better that time. I think I'd maybe bring him out here, though, to fight him. Bit more open space. These stairs, maybe not the best of ideas. I would have a much easier time if they didn't track so much, but unfortunately, in this game, a lot of stuff just tracks you. And they'll start a swing and then just turn 180 degrees to hit you. Oh. Really? Not sure where he's ended up. Hi, big guy. There he goes. No, no, no. You're not also gonna fight me. Come on. That's not the way I want to go. Well, did he give up? Let's be cheap. Oh, wrong, nope. Can't talk, sorry. Gotta focus. There we go. Longer than I wanted to, but that's fine. We got his sword and his shield. Neither one of them are very good. However. We'll take a look at them. Sword of Longfinger Kirk, the infamous Knight of Thorns. This blade is lined with countless deadly thorns. The thorns of this ominous weapon induce heavy bleeding. And then shield, bristles, thorns, vicious design, bleeding. Lots of bleeding. He likes to do lots of bleeding. Yeah, so we're gonna go deal with these giants, I guess. First, we're gonna make sure there's no items over here. I think there's none over here. Oh, there is this though. There you go, that's up. I don't really know what that does. I don't think that ever actually gets used. There's another one that does, but not that one. Here we're gonna abuse an item to move faster. What does that guy do? What is it? Look what he's doing. He's like following me. He's like sliding and tracking. That's unsettling. We're gonna be using a Mailbreaker. Should be fine. Nope, not Mailbreaker. We need a dagger. I suppose we can use this one. Yep. The Brigand Twin Daggers. So its ability, no, this ability lets you dash through the water a bit faster than you normally would. Oh, there we go. Now you've woken. Giants die very easy, but they take a long time. As long as you stay between their heels. For some reason, they didn't add damage to their actual heals when they move around. So they become very easy to kill, if not taking a while. Maiden's clothes. You can see each one of those moves used my FP, my blue bar, but I can still use the ability even when I'm out. Nothing too important about this, just wanted to show you again so we can place ourselves in the world. What's through these double doors? We're back outside. The Saint Bident and a homeward bone. And nothing else. A silver bident decorated by the holy symbol formerly wielded by Saint Clement. He discarded this weapon that draws upon one's faith on the day that he put his own faith behind him. So you can see at the bottom it scales C with faith. So a good faith weapon if you like spears. It's pretty big from what I remember. Yeah. But all it does is stab forward. Whee! Take a look at the maiden's clothes as well. I don't remember if this has anything. Pure white hood. Not pure. White hood worn by traveling maidens. So yeah, I guess not really anything for the maiden gear. So. Alright. We got one more giant to deal with, and then we're going to be pretty close to the boss, actually. pulled that lever. That's going to raise up another bridge. Oh, my apologies. This is the bridge we don't use. This is the bridge that, as far as I can tell, has no purpose ever, ever, ever. It's the other bridge that does. And we'll be using that right now, actually. We are going to return to the bonfire real quick to heal up, get our Estus back, and then we're going to take a different path around that I opened up right when we came in here the first time. Now it'll take us to the top of the cathedral once again, and then let us drop down to a different area. But first, I believe now is the time. Might be a little bit off of my timing here, but now is the time for the well. No? Still not? Alright, never mind. I was wrong. Well, we'll have to come back to that a little bit later. If you have noticed, every time we've gone past that area, I've checked the well, because I don't remember exactly what the queue is, but somebody will appear in that well at some point. Another very hard area coming up with several large enemies that I will have to figure out how to deal with. Not this one. If you look out this way, this is the path that we took when we first came into the cathedral. There's the stairs leading down to the section below. And there's some stairs. Or a ladder. Which we're going to go up right now. It's not Framped. Framped does not come out of the well. Sorry to say, there's no... I don't remember there being any giant primordial serpents. Hello. How's it going? This guy never attacks you. I had no idea why. Just doesn't feel like it, I guess. Oh, the deep ring. Let's see what this has to say. Allows attunement of additional spells. A ring bestowed upon the deacons of the Cathedral of the Deep. In the cathedral slumber things most terrible, and as such the deacons require a grand narrative to ensure they do not falter in their duty. A philosophy to ward away the madness beckoned by the grotesqueries at hand. So that kind of, to me, says that the deacons don't really know what Aldrich is. What? If a grand narrative had to be constructed around telling these deacons, can you, thank you, around what the cathedral is for, if not for the truth. What, really? 4 attacks? Then maybe they don't all know what Aldrich really is. Just a thought. May not be true. Come on. Hoping for a little bit of a stagger there. Alright. A little bit better. Ah! There's a way in over there. We're gonna skip it for now. I don't recall there being anything out here, actually. Yeah. And then we'll check down over here. And there's another entrance. Ta-da. Oh, hi. How's it going? We'll be going in that door in just a moment. Oh, okay, it's over here. But I hear something. Really? Does he not? Doesn't that pop up? Maybe he does when you grab this thing? Another arbalist. I don't really need it. Oh, there he is. Trying to sneak up on us, I guess. Oh, well, he disappeared. All right. Well. These guys are so annoying. I hate them so much. Did one fall off? All right. All right. I don't know what happened. Another pale tongue. We're not really going to be making use of any of the PvP items in this run, though. All right. Good chance I might die here. All right. Two-handed guy, really tough. We'll see what we can do. Of course. Huge turn. Just gonna go ahead and get that just in case I die. Ah. The turns, man. Yeah, I really like the top of this room. Except for these guys. Just like the way that they turn makes me so frustrated. Like, I don't like it at all. And they, of course, drop nothing. But yes, the top of this part is very cool. Very hard. As you can see, there's several more of these. I don't even think I'm going to fight them, to be honest with you. I'm just going to try to skip them. I have no more healing items, though, so I may just die. I don't recall there being any items over there. And that's where I need to get to, that little platform there. Which kind of involves running exactly where he is, of course. Is he shooting at me? He is. There's like nothing over here, though. It's all pretty much blank. So, oh, well, all right. The fall might actually kill me. Oh. Yeah, I think I'm gonna die. I have no healing left. Oh, I do have some healing. I hate to do it. All right, I think that's gonna save me. Can't believe it saved me. Not over yet, though. Uh-oh, it's not open. I'm gonna be cheap here because I don't want to die. It's a lot of progress I have to redo. You're not dead? Oh. Hi. Still one more. Alright, so now you can see this is where we are. Oh, this is a whole third platform. My mistake. Yeah, they're really, really gross. I have to fight a lot more here in just a minute. Okay, we will be back here. We have some stuff to do up this way. But not yet. I guess we have to kill the boss here first. I'm completely out of everything. I'm gonna go ahead and snag this. Which will lead us back to the main entrance. This is the door that we couldn't open when we first arrived about an hour and a half ago. So now that's open. We have several ways to get back here easily. Contraption doesn't move though. We gotta hit it from the other side, which is fine. Alright, I got some more of those flesh guys to deal with before I can actually call myself safe. And it's a pretty big room, so there's still the chance. Then I'm gonna kick it. Ah. Don't like it. Don't like it. Nope. Just let me be. I'm gonna go as slow as I can here. Oh, come on. And I'm out. All right. 2 left, but they're both casters. One left. Is this one that doesn't attack me? Yeah, he clearly doesn't attack. However, this gives us the red sign soapstone. That is the same thing as the cracked eye orb. Well, not exactly the same. It allows you to invade, but instead of invading, it just places a sign on the ground, and if anybody wants to be invaded, they can click on your sign and fight you. So it's like a strictly PvP item. All right. Yes, they're cradles. There's the rest of Kirk's gear. So now we could build a full set of thorns if we wanted to. Set of thorns, but we don't. So, yep, those are cradles. You can see here some kind of creature thing wrapped around this woman. One of those kind of grotesque thingies. So you can, I guess, extrapolate from here that all of those things that we just killed out there were kids, I suppose. We get asked to join the Covenant. Yes, we will. And we get Rosaria's fingers, which if you recall, is what Kirk was. Change our appearance if we want to spend 1 pale tongue. Yeah, 1 pale tongue. We could change what we look like, or we could relocate our attributes with 1 pale tongue. Or we can offer them to level up the Covenant, which we're not going to do. Nope. Leave. And that's kind of it. There's some more details about her later, which we'll kind of get into, but not right now. I believe this opens up some additional dialogue for someone in Firelink Shrine. We'll go back and try to remember to talk to him. Yeah, she doesn't talk. I'll show you in just a second why. As soon as I get free of all these things. We could maybe do this. Yeah. So yes, you take Pale Tongues to her because as soon as I find it, claiming tongues as trophies was originally the practice of an infamous troop of invaders who offered them to their speechless goddess. So there you go. They believe that Rosaria is their goddess. What? Get out of here with it. She does not speak. I mentioned before, I think when we picked up the first one in Undead Settlement, that they might be referring to Quelana, who is in Dark Souls 1. But now we kind of know that there's a speechless queen, a speechless goddess in this world as well. So the chances of it being Quelana are low. Or are 0. A few more of these guys. I wanted to kill them first before I tangoed with the big guy, but I might just have to do both at the same time. Oh, that hit me? I mean, okay. Ah, that was wrong. I don't know what those sludge monsters are. They're in every Dark Souls game, basically. I don't know what they are. Good news, everyone. We found his Achilles heel. Drang. What? Are you making fun of my terrible, awful joke? Another pale tongue. We could if we wanted to. Yeah, it was a pretty bad joke. But it came to me as I was hacking away at his heel, so I had to make it. I had to. There's just no way around it. We have a full Drang set now, I think except for the helmet. Or did we pick that up too? That's okay. If you wanted to make fun of it, I would totally understand. Drang anywhere? There's no helmet, I guess, for Drang. But there's armor. There you go. Armor of the Drang Knights, proclaimed descendants of the land known for the legend of linking the fire. Fine protection that is both light and strong, having been reinforced with rare geisteel. The Drang Knights were once feared sellswords until treason meant descending into the abyss, and they were separated forever. I don't remember exactly if this is correct, but I believe that the Drang armor refers to Drangleic from Dark Souls 2. I don't really recall, though. These dual maces appear in that game as well. Let's take a look at those. Wherever they wind... Oh, there you go. Paired hammers of the Drang Knights, descendants from the land known for the legend of the fire. When the Drang Knights disbanded, they scattered across the land as sellswords that quickly became known for shieldless, aggressive tactics that struck fear in the hearts of men. So we used this outfit for a little while, I guess. I like the long cloak, looks kind of good. Pick like a different, we could pick like a different, there you go, not too bad, right? Shows off the pretty face. Yeah? What do you think? Good? We've, yeah, pretty gross. But I also made him really gross, so. Nobody to blame but myself. Hello, please come over here. Got another two-handed fella. We're just gonna ignore him. He turned his attention to us, but decided to just leave well enough alone, I guess. So you can see now we are back at the top here where we were before. That's the open front gate. Just so we're aware of where we are. I had expected someone to show up by now. Unfortunately, they have not, so I need to make sure that I do the correct steps to make them show up. I might be killing the boss here, actually. Now that I'm kind of contemplating and kind of remembering. I'd hate to remember wrong though and just ruin a chance to do some storyline stuff. Oh, okay. Nope, you don't want none of this. Bye-bye. We got a boss. We got summon signs. Henri, if you remember from the last episode, maybe even two. No, just from yesterday. I keep saying episodes because I'm used to YouTube, but Henri and Horace were at the top of Crucifixion Woods, and they were headed here to search for Aldrich. So they are here. They made it. They are in their world. There's Horace. We won't summon them, though. Now, if you will bear with me for 1 second, I need to check something. Because I'm pretty sure I have to kill this boss right now. But I would hate to miss out on a pretty big quest chain because I did something in the wrong order. And this is one of the few things that I don't really recall exactly. We'll go to the big face for just a second while I look something up. Patches, I think? I did that. This is why I'm confused. I suppose I didn't leave and reload the level, so maybe that's what it wants me to do. Okay, hang on. We're gonna backtrack just a little bit. And again, normally I don't like to do this, but I think the game messed up on me a little bit because I did the trigger event for him to show up, and he is not. So we are going to go look at something real quick. And we have a bit of time. We got 40 minutes, so that's still plenty of time to do what we want to do. Oh, did I lower the bridge, though? That was dumb. That's fine. We can just do this instead. Actually, we can just do this instead. Because I want to level up a few times. Oh no, thank you. I'm so I'm just awful. I'm just awful. Professional streamer. Professional streamer, thank you for that. All I did was warp back to the main bonfire. To the Firelink Shrine. Sorry about that. Oh, you're sitting down, you're having a little rest. Has Grey Rat returns? I don't think so. We have to kill a boss first for him to show back up again. Yeah, not there.
What?
Reinforce our weapon again. I think we can do it one time. We can. +5 deep battle axe. We have enough to buy the key here, but we'll wait till later. There's no big rush to do it right now. Use your bone shard on your Estus. I just tried that. I've done that before. So we're good.
Welcome home, Ashen One. Speak thine heart's desire. Very
Level
well.
up.
Then touch the darkness within me. Take nourishment.
Giggity.
Farewell, Ashmaiden.
Since we're here, we'll do a little bit of maintenance on everybody. I think I've died enough now to use all 5 of my free level ups.
Oh, then shall bear. Then shall we begin, bearer
of the dark sign. There we go.
You have attained
Good.
ample strength. All will soon be clear, my good lord.
All right.
As I have said, but I'm weak.
So the pilgrim is done. We are finished with his quest chain.
Peace.
When we come back, he will be in a bit of a different state. But nothing to be alarmed about. Alright, now when I return, he should hopefully be there. I need to travel to... it's actually going to be this bonfire. Yeah. Need to travel to this bonfire and approach from the other direction, not from his direction. Or not from the direction of Rosaria, the woman that doesn't speak. And you'll see why very soon. There we go.
Hello? Anyone there? Anyone at all? Oh. I know that voice. Just how long...
I didn't say anything.
It's me, Siegfried of Katarina. I'm loath to admit it, but I've been had. Someone's swiped my armor.
Shame.
Did you happen to see it anywhere?
Nope. I haven't seen it.
Oh, yes. I see. Not to worry. Great planning begets great fortune. An old tenant of the Knights of Katarina. And I am a master planner, I do say. I'm in quite a pickle indeed. Maybe I can fashion a replacement from I've got to use my head and think.
Alright, well, we can't help him yet. Let's head this way. Maybe, just maybe, we'll run into someone who can help him. If you remember, that's the same guy wearing the big bulbous armor from that helped us kill a demon in Undead Settlement. Sigward. He's called Onion Bro in the Dark Souls circles, if you're not familiar with it, because his head is shaped like an onion. Okay, you go away. I don't want to deal with you. And we should head through the main doors. And we should find that he's not there. I'm not sure what's happened. Let's approach it from the other way. See if he's there this time. I might have just broken, somehow, a quest chain. I would hope not. But we're gonna give it a little bit more due diligence before we just call it and move on. I have never broken this before. He's always showed up somehow. Even after I've beaten the boss, I think. So, I'm not sure, but we'll do some investigating here real quick. Okay. Well, I'm just completely at a loss then. I have no idea. Let's go kill the boss. Maybe he'll be there after. If not, then I'll have to just explain, I guess. And if it was my mistake, then, whoops. Sorry. We could maybe tackle it in New Game Plus or something. If we do really well. Alright, let's go kill the boss. Here are the Deacons of the Deep. Probably one of my favorite bosses as far as aesthetic goes and just kind of look and feel, but not very compelling as far as gameplay goes, unfortunately. It can be tough. It definitely can be tough. I do like it in Phase 2 though, because the music just gets ramped up to ridiculously cool amounts. I don't want to kill the ones that I've already hurt. everybody come over here. Come this way, please. It moved on to someone else. Good. They do keep respawning. If you can see, they're kind of respawning around the edge there. Here we go. That spell that they're channeling is really bad for me. Don't know what happened there. Oh, it hit me still. Alright, calm down. No, 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 no. I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Don't cast it. I do so little damage to him because of my dark weapon. I may have to switch weapons for this. Oh no! There we go. Alright, I got a small doll and the soul of the deacons of the deep. There's that spell, if they channel that spell enough with all the black swirls up, it just like will instantly kill you. There's no way to save from it. Very cool room though, I love the aesthetic here. All the candles that have melted. All the little dolls or statues on top. This is the coffin of Aldrich, by the way. This is the thing that he was buried in. He's not that big, but he was buried in this thing. But he's not there. He's not here. We fought the deacons instead of him. So, take a look at the soul and the doll. Soul of the Deacons of the Deep, one of the twisted souls steeped in strength. After Aldrich left for the Boreal Valley, Archdeacon Royce remained in the cathedral with the high priests to keep eternal watch over their master's coffin. I don't think that was Archdeacon Royce? No, it was. Yes, it was. So the guy we just killed was Archdeacon Royce. Small silverwork doll depicting a young squire. In the legendary old city of Irithyll, situated in the Boreal Valley, the Pontiff Sullivan gave this doll to valued subjects so they might use it to cross the barrier when they return home. Listen carefully and you can hear it say, "Wherever you go, the moon still sets in Irithyll. Wherever you may be, Irithyll is your home." So now we have the ability to go into Irithyll. So this was kind of required to do first. We're gonna pop into Firelink, level up, do some quest things. We've beaten a boss, which means that Grey Rat should be back with new items. So we have a lot to do here. Hey, look who it is.
We spoke before on the road of sacrifices. Henri of Astora. I'm well pleased to see you safe. We reached the Cathedral of the Deep, but Aldrich's coffin was empty.
Good news! I know where he went.
The man-eater must have left for his true home. The little doll in the empty coffin told me.
Wait, how'd you get a doll? I've got the doll.
Aldrich is said
Are there a
to
bunch of
hail
dolls?
From Irithyll in the Boreal Valley, an ancient fabled city. A pilgrim told me that the city lies beyond Farron Keep.
It does, yes.
And so becomes our destination.
Alright, sounds good.
Aldrich's honest home is Irithyll in the Boreal Valley, an ancient fabled city. A pilgrim told me that the city and so become...
Horace, what about you? What do you have to say? Really? Are you sure? Alright. That's it. That's all we get from him. So now we kind of know where they're going to. They're gonna head to Irithyll, as are we.
Oh, Champion of Ash. Welcome back. Do you wish to hear a tale? You only have to ask.
Give her the tome of deep...
What's this? Champion of Ash, this divine tome is forbidden. These are dark tales of things that lurk deep within men. These stories would not please you. Of course, if you insist, I will read them for you, only... Oh, they frighten me so. The little creatures that nibble at me in the darkness.
Okay, don't worry.
Have a pleasant journey, Champion.
You'll not have to teach us any of those. As I said yesterday, if you teach her, if she teaches you any of the, if she teaches you all of the dark miracles, she kind of goes crazy and hollow, and then the other Kareem guy with the huge hammer that's like, you gotta protect her.
Come again.
Comes to kill you. And we don't want that. Grey Rat, how'd your hunting do, buddy?
Oh, hello. You've come at a good time. It took some prowling, but I finally made a score. Go on, have a gander.
Alright, got some new stuff. Got some extra embers, it seems. Some additional weapons. Pontiff Knight Shield, maybe. Could be new. Some new armor. Not too great, though. Assassin's armor, Knight armor. Extra bow and arrow stuff. Really kind of it, though. Nothing too cool here.
You can keep the ring as...
Okay, we already know that.
Goodbye.
And now to visit our friend, the Pilgrim. However, unfortunately for him... his story is over.
Oh, prithee. Art thou good Yoel's master?
So his name was Yoel. I think that's the first time he mentioned it. But maybe he mentions it way earlier.
Thanks to thee, Yoel's soul is redeemed.
That's good.
Allow me to express my gratitude in his stead.
I like how instead of actually bowing, she just like says dignified bow and just like, here you go, here's how you do it. Doesn't actually bow herself.
Thou a lord, art thou not?
No, I guess.
Of the dark sigil, and our Lord of Hollows. For the time thou remainst our Lord, we of Londor shall serve thee. And I, of course, am also thine. Oh, good Hollow, I'm afraid I must say, Orbeck of Vinheim is a cause of much consternation. He proclaimeth himself Lord of Hollows. If left alone, he may one day imperil thy rule. Fall to this matter yearly, else we are unraveled. Decisiveness is the mark of a true monarch.
So she's basically like, kill Orbeck. And I'm guessing at some point this was like an actual quest chain or something, but it's not. There's no conflict between her and Orbic ever. So this is something you can basically just ignore from her completely. So that's good. Thankfully, Yuria teaches everything that Yol did, including a few other things. Gives us a new tome that we can give to Irina. And then some other things as well. Some rings. We'll maybe come back and buy these and look at these later on. Orbic is the really shady guy that you didn't like yesterday. It's like, this guy's really shady. That wants us to teach him or find new spells for him to learn. Which I'll go talk to him real quick in a second. But yeah, nothing ever really comes of that storyline. That's it for now.
Till we meet again, may the dark sigil guide thee.
We'll go talk to him. Before we do that, though, it might be kind of hard to notice because you're not usually playing with armor. Or because you are usually playing with armor. But if we go and look at our dark sigil, this actually has 5 stacks now. It's the most that it can ever have. It says the same thing as before. But if we take our armor off, we'll notice something about us has changed. You look at our body now, we have the full mark of the cursed undead. Before we didn't. Before we were just cinder, but now that we've taken on the dark sigil, we are completely and fully undead. Now this could be reversed later on, and depending on how things go, you know, if again, this is the ending that I'm going for, so I'm gonna probably stay like this, but I might do like a real fast New Game Plus run or something where I do a different ending or something, maybe. We'll see. Go ahead and put on the Drang armor, since that's what we were sporting most recently. So now, I guess you could say we are both chosen Ash, but also an undead. Chosen undead, maybe?
It is folly to claim lives recklessly, friend. Do not be tempted. No matter the victim's stature, every killing has a consequence. Even as I bloodied my hands, I never realized this simple truth. There I was.
I'll explain in a second.
The very definition of a fool.
I don't think you saw that part, but the first time we rescued Yol, and he's like, hey, I can actually draw power out of you if you let me, and we get like free levels from him. The first time we got a free level from him, we get the dark sign.
I don't mean to see my I hope.
So there you go. That's the entire Orbeck versus Yuria storyline. She's like, you should probably go kill this guy, because he thinks he's the Dark Lord. And then he's like, nah, dog, don't do it. And that's it. Oh, I don't think she even says anything about it. Yeah, that's it. From what I know, that never comes up again. So, cool story. We'll head up here. I believe we can now move on to the next step of this guy's quest.
Hasn't it been some time? I'm Leonard, the Ringfinger. Remember me? I slipped you those red eyes some time ago.
I do remember.
You're making quite an effort of it, so I thought you might like to know. If you yearn for a proper red-eye orb, one that is uncracked, then kill the Dark Wraith, survivor of the land swallowed by darkness. He has been a prisoner for many ages in the deepest cell in all Lorethrough. I can see it in your eyes. If you didn't invade, didn't pillage, whatever would you do?
Okay.
If you fancy a proper, then kill the dark. He has been a prisoner. I can see it in.
We'll go ahead and do that. The next part of his quest unlocked because we found Rosaria in her bedchamber, and he is a member of their group. We can go real fast and do the next stage of this quest. We'll go ahead and knock that out right now. We need to go to the tower on the wall. And way back when, 2 or 3 or 4 days ago, 5 days ago, the first day of this run, I went up to locked door and I was like, I'll be back. And sure enough, this is where we're going. Nope. Really? Well, you're still considered Ash because your job is to get the Lords of Cinder back. So you're still technically unkindled Ash, but at the same time, you're now also undead. You're not the chosen undead because the flame hasn't picked you to link the fire. Hello, how are you? I don't mean to be a bother or anything, but, you have something of mine that I would like. Well, it's yours, but I want it. Hi. Oh, okay. Got him. Cracked red eye orb. Now we can invade anytime we want. Yeah, he has great hair, doesn't he? Just perfect. Just perfect. Unfortunately, Dark Souls 3 doesn't look great when you zoom way in like this, but it's fine. It's really good for vistas. Not so great for way up close stuff. Oh, come on. What if that guy killed me? I'd just be so upset with myself. Alright, that's it. Let's go back. Leave me. Nope. Nope. Hey, a dagger. So before we kill another boss, we need both. No, we need a spell scroll, which we should be able to get on the road to Farron Keep, through Farron Keep, to Farron Keep. Hey, he's back. Farron Keep is the next place we're gonna go.
The undead legion of Farron.
So we'll listen to him.
Caravan of undead, sworn by wolf's blood to contain the abyss. The legion will bury a kingdom at the first sign of exposure. Joyous bunch, really. Gaining admission to the legion is a matter of some ceremony. Inside their keep, snuffing out the flames of 3 altars opens the door to the wolf blood. Even accursed undead want to believe they're special, it seems. I pity the sorry souls.
Alright, so we gotta know who we're gonna go up against next. The Legion of Undead from Farron. Let's go back up the stairs here. Is the character that I'm looking for here? He's not here yet. Well. Hello again.
What's wrong with you?
So sorry. My mistake.
Aha, you found a proper red eye.
Yes.
Brilliant. I knew you were no ordinary man.
That's right. Yay. Applause.
Now you can invade and pillage all you like.
Okay.
And if you grow weary of your duty, you too may become a finger. Come on, give yourself to Rosaria. of the Cathedral of the Deep.
All right.
Now invade and come on.
I believe that's everything we can do here. Just trying to think if there's something else.
Welcome host.
Level up.
Then taken. Farewell, Ashen. May the
We're gonna try one more time. One more time. We're gonna travel to the Cleansing Chapel. If I fail this here, then I'll be very upset with myself. Usually, in Dark Souls 3, the ordering is not nearly as important as it was in Dark Souls 1. Alright, he's still there. Good. Means we haven't failed yet. Yeah, that's Onion Bro still in there. If he's still in the well, that means we haven't failed this part of his quest chain yet. But there's someone else in here that we're looking for that's for some reason not showing up. I'm hoping now that I've killed the boss, he will show up. Okay, I think we're good. I think he's gonna be here. Really? Really? He's not here? Well, I don't want to just move on. It's pretty important. One more thing to try. One more thing to try. We'll try approaching it from a different direction. I really don't want to miss this, which is why I'm spending so much time here. Because Siegward shows up, Siegward shows up several times throughout the rest of the story. And if I don't get him out of that well here, then he just won't. He just won't be there. So now we're gonna approach it from this angle. And we'll hope and pray that our buddy that we're looking for is right in here. Going to the same place as before, just taking a different route to get there, hoping that maybe something in here is the trigger to make him show up. Nope. Betrayal! Liar ahead. Yeah, he should be right here. But he's not. Okay. Well, I may have to do a little bit of research to figure out if I can get him to show up. Because I don't want to miss it. I don't want you to miss it. Just saying hi. It is just about time for me to wrap up for the night anyway, so it does work out well that I need to pause basically to make sure that I don't miss this big chunk of story. Since this is a casual lore playthrough, don't want to miss it. Okay, here we go. And he's here. He's not here. Alright, well, we're gonna go ahead and call the stream then, since we're basically out of time anyway. I'm gonna make sure that I don't miss this really important part of the story for you, and then we'll just pick it up here again tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for joining me for tonight's stream. If you haven't hit that follow button, please consider hitting it. It's right up there, there. At the top of the screen above the video, you can see my schedule that I stream every single night right below the video as well. I hit affiliate status tonight, which means maybe even as early as tomorrow or later on in this week, we'll get our first emote, get the ability to sub, some cool things like that as well, some other benefits to the channel. So thank you guys again for joining me. I'll see you next time.